Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. Just got this heated vest. It was a Christmas present for my kids, and I'm actually, it's actually on, and I'm surprised at how like hot and warm it actually feels. I've only had this on for probably about a minute or so, but let me just kind of show you. It's got this button here that if you hold it in, it turns the vest off. You hold it for 3 seconds, automatically defaults to the high setting. Press it again, that's your white or your mid-level. Press it again, that's your blue setting. So like that's the lowest setting that this vest has. And it's got a battery pack that it's actually hidden in kind of like a mid-side pocket. So it's not uncomfortable when you're sitting on it. It is uncomfortable to get to while you're wearing the vest, but you really should never have to get to it while you're wearing the vest, unless you have another battery pack that you want to change out in there. But anyway, that's the size of the battery pack. It's pretty beefy, so I would imagine we'll get some time out of that. But anyhow, to give you an idea, this is a 2XL, and I'm 5'7.5", and I'm probably about like 220. So, I mean, it's the 2X is just right on me. Feels actually a little snug, but I think you want it a little snug so the quills like hug your body. And let me just jack that up to the red mark. But initially, I had an XL, which is usually kind of like what I'll wear like in a T-shirt or something like that. But it was snug to the point where I couldn't zip it. So I would say definitely probably get a size bigger than what you wear, unless you want it like really on the snug side, or you just get it in exchange if it doesn't fit good. But the main thing I was looking for is to make sure that I had enough room around the sleeves for like movement. And the primary reason why I got this is that one of my businesses, it's a milk route, and in the van it gets cold. I mean, we keep it around 35 degrees, sometimes lower than that. So you can imagine driving around how cold you get. So if I put too many layers on, I just don't have that mobility to move around. So working inside the van is like being outside in 35-degree cold weather, like the whole year. It's like crazy, even in the summertime. So I wanted to get something like this because I don't get cold in my arms or anything else, but I get cold in my chest. And that's one thing where I feel like you get all congested and stuff like that, and that's definitely not what you want to do in wintertime. So I got this, and it has a heated collar, which I mean it gets hot. Um, the chest area has coils in there, but the coolest thing is it has seemingly like heated pockets because it actually has coils that run down through the front. So when I put my hands in here, my hands get like warm to hot almost instantly. It's like great. And then it has coils in the back. And it feels like it has coils in the upper back too, because I feel my upper back getting warm as well. Um, the battery life, I haven't given this a full test yet, but I presume it's probably going to do what it says it does. They're saying 10 hours. I presume it's going to be 10 hours on probably the blue setting, which is like the low setting. It is my best guess that's going to do. So my delusion is that you're going to get 10 hours on this setting, probably about 6 hours on that on the hot, and then probably about 8 hours on the white or the mid level. Just to kind of give you an idea from just looking at the voltage and the battery size and everything else. That's what I think it's going to do. But I'll update everybody, later on after I've fully tested this out. But initial reaction is that when you go down to the blue setting, you definitely can feel it cooling off a little bit. But when you put it on red, I mean, like my neck, I can definitely feel it on my neck. It's like definitely on the warm side. But anyway, main thing was like I wanted to make sure I had like mobility in my arms without having to put like excessive layers on. Being 35 degrees in a van or colder, I usually just wear a sweatshirt and a hood and obviously a hat and gloves. But I just wanted to make sure that I kept my core warm in the cold weather. So anyway, stay updated. Watch the channel, subscribe. Thanks for liking, and I will give you guys an update in probably about a week after I fully test this thing out. But initial reaction is this thing is definitely worth every penny so far. And like I said, I've had this on for a while, and it just like, I mean, it's hot. It's hot. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be safe out there, guys.